Welcome back, everybody, to another live reaction here at I'm Not a Coach. I'm your host, Dave Huerta, and we got a big game for you, man. We got my Green Bay Packers going up against the Minnesota Vikings. So let's look at the storylines here. Packers, can they win the NFC North? No. Can they get the number one seed? No. Are they in the playoffs? You betcha. Yes, we are. But the Packers are not necessarily playing for a higher seed, necessarily. They are just trying to play a little bit of spoiler to a team that beat them a couple early in the season, a division rival. They share a border. The Packers, all they want to do is just play some spoiler to the Minnesota Vikings because the Vikings have a lot more to lose than the Packers do during this game. If the Vikings lose, their chances of winning the number one seed, winning the NFC North, take a massive hit. Are they completely gone? No, but Detroit does play tomorrow, and if the Vikings lose tonight and Detroit wins next week, their chances are going to be slim to none at both of those opportunities. So the Packers, they got nothing to lose, man. They're in the playoffs. They probably can't improve their seeding, but they can definitely take a little bit of a shot to their rivals to the east. Sorry, their rivals to the west. My goodness. So, yeah, man, let's see what happens. The Packers will start with the ball here in the first half. They will get the ball at the 30. All right, Jordan Love under center. Kraft in motion, single back in the backfield. Two receivers stacked up on the right side. And Jacobs spins out of a tackle and is able to fight his way for a gain of nearly 3 yards. All right, we got Jordan in the shotgun. Two receivers stacked up on the right. Looking, quick throw. Gets it out to Dontavian Wicks, who's going to fight his way to about the 38. So 3rd and 2 coming up for the Packers offense. And once again, no Christian Watson. So we're going to see a heavy dose of Dontavian Wicks, Jaden Reed, and of course, Romeo Doubs. And don't forget about the tight end, Tucker Kraft, who is having arguably one of the greatest seasons, if not the greatest season, of for a Packer tight end. So 3rd and 2, ball to 38. Kraft in motion to the left, single receiver to the right. Jordan in the shotgun. Minnesota has a couple guys on the line. They send 4. And it's a quick throw to Wicks. He's able to hold on to it down the right sidelines. And a nice little comeback route and a first down for the Packers. All right, ball just past the 45, 1st and 10. We got 2 running backs in the backfield, Brooks and Jacobs. Jacobs gets the handoff. He fights his way across the 50 down to about the 47 of Minnesota. And the Packers keep rolling, man. And that's going to be a gain of 6 by Jacobs right up the middle. All right, Love under center. Ben Sims in motion, single back in the backfield. Kraft in motion to the right. It's going to be another handoff. Jacobs able to make a man miss. Gets the ball to the 40. And did he fumble that ball? And they're saying he fumbled. Wait, maybe? No, it is a fumble, at least initially called. And that is absolutely 100% a fumble recovered by Minnesota. Uh, why? Why? Dang it. Well, it was initially a good run. Oh man, dude. I think that's the third time, maybe the fourth time Jacobs has fumbled this season. It's not a massive amount, but it's probably one to two more than you would like. Mm. All right, so we're on a commercial break. Minnesota's going to get the ball at around the 38, I believe. So Jacobs, he fumbled in week 1, but it was recovered. He fumbled, I remember, right at the goal line against Indianapolis just before his first, what would have been his first rushing touchdown. And then he was clean for a while, man. He didn't fumble again until last week against Seattle. So he's only fumbled twice. He's fumbled 3 times, but he's only lost 2. But not last week against Seattle. 2 weeks ago against Seattle. But yeah, unfortunately, fourth fumble of the year, third one that he has lost. So 1st and 10, ball at the 38. Darnold in the shotgun, hands it off to the former Green Bay Packer Aaron Jones, and he's going to pick up a gain of about 5, maybe 6. Yeah, Jacobs was holding that ball way too low, man, because it didn't even get hit. Like his arm just got wrapped up, and I think it just ended up hitting it with his thigh or something. So we got 2nd and 3. Single back in the backfield. Darnold under center. Receiver in motion. Packers send a blitz. It gets picked up perfectly. And it's going to be a first down throw down to the right. That's to the tight end, Munt. Nice little play action. Jones doing a great job of picking up the blitzing rookie out of Texas A&M, Edgerrin Cooper. So we got 1st and 10, ball at the 48 of Green Bay. Single back in the backfield. Jones gets it, and he gets tripped up by Edgerrin Cooper for a gain of nearly 2. So we got 2nd and 9 coming up for Minnesota, ball at the 47. 3 receivers to the left. Jordan Addison in motion now to the right. Shotgun takes the snap. Quick throw. Nope. He's going to have to hold on to it. And pressure, throws it away. 3rd and 9. Receiver in motion to the left. Darnold in the shotgun. He's got some time. He's got to get pressured. He breaks out of a tackle, finds a man underneath CJ Ham, only a gain of 1, and it looks like Minnesota is going to be forced to punt this one away. Packers defense doing a phenomenal job in coverage. Actually, Jefferson was open, but the pressure was able to get Darnold off of his spot, and he had to roll to his left just a little bit. And right to punt this one away. Directional punt. Goes out of bounds at about the 12, maybe the 13. All right, we're going to go to a commercial break. But when we come back, the Packers, who were moving the ball pretty well down the field until they fumbled. Hopefully they can keep it going, hold on to the ball, and get the first points on the board here. Yeah, the Packers, over the last couple of weeks, man, they have started out a little bit faster, a little bit, they just seem to be a little bit crisper when they're opening up in the game. Like the first 8 weeks, man, first 10 weeks actually, it was very few and far between. There's maybe a game or two where they started out quick. Otherwise, the offense, it just took forever to kind of get going. So hopefully that fumble is just an aberration, and hopefully what we've seen over the last 3 weeks is a lot closer to what we're going to get on this next drive. All right, we got 1st and 10, ball at the 15 officially. 3 receivers bunched up to the left. Minnesota showing a little bit of a pressure here. Orbit motion by Reed. Play action. Jordan throwing it down the left side and unable to connect with Romeo Doubs. Ball was underthrown here. Jordan under center. Play action. No, actually, no play action. Throwing it deep down the left and unable to connect with Wicks. And Wicks, I think, seems like he's okay. Kind of jogging off the field here. Might have landed right on his stomach, trying to sell out for that catch. Dude. Went right through his hands, but that was going to be a difficult catch. He literally had a just full on fly through the air to have a chance at that one. Jordan did not make it easy on him. So we got 3rd and 10. 2 straight passes to start out, man. Kraft in motion. Jordan over the middle, and it's going to be... He might have just been intercepted there. Nope. They're saying the ball is going to be incomplete. Oh, yeah, definitely. And Grenard coming off that left side put a lot of pressure on Jordan. Yeah, Jonathan Grenard, man, he has been just one of the best pass rushers in the NFL, man. He's been a huge pickup for him. And it's going to be a decent punt here, getting it all the way around the 35, maybe the 36. They're going to mark it off at the 35, so 9 minutes left in the first here. Defenses ruling the day. All right, guys. Commercial break, so I'm going to grab something to drink real quick. All right, we are back. Minnesota, Darnold under center. 3 receivers bunched up on the right side. Tight end in motion. Jones in the backfield. Play action, rolling out to his left and finding Naylor there for maybe a catch of 2. All right, we got 2nd and 8, ball at the 37. Darnold changing a few things here at the line. 2 receivers stacked up on the left. Jones to his left as well. Darnold has time. Running out of time. Finds Jones underneath across the 40 down to the 43. He's going to set up a 3rd and 2 for Minnesota here. All right, two receivers to the left, a single receiver to the right. Shotgun. Jefferson in motion. Green Bay sends pressure. They pick it up really well. Minnesota picks it up really well. And it's going to be a catch by the tight end T.J. Hawkinson, the former Detroit Lion. Nice little hitch route down the right seam. Oh no, sorry, not a hitch route. That's a nice little inside route from the left to the right of the field. I didn't see him moving across the field. I thought he was like, oh yeah, right there. 1st and 10. Fullback running back in the backfield. Single receivers on each side. Toss up the middle. Jones, one of his favorite plays when he was in Green Bay, and it's going to pick up about 6 yards. And they're going to give him 7. So 2nd and 3 coming up for Jones. He has gone over 1,000 yards on the year there. 5 touchdowns, 5 rushing touchdowns for Aaron Jones in his first year with Minnesota. Play action. Darnold throwing it deep down the right sidelines. He's got a man, and it's going to be incomplete. Keyshawn Nixon got beat on the route, but was able to make up some yardage and was aggressive at the point of attack. Jordan Addison unable to haul that one in. Dahlia, what's going on? Go Pack Go. We got 3rd and 3. He's got time. Late blitz. He's going to roll to his right, and he's going to have to throw it away. Packers defense holding up right around the 39.5-yard line. So I would be looking out for a fake here if I'm Green Bay, but this would be 39. So this would be a 57-yarder. It's going to be right down the... Oh, no, it's going to be short. I was saying it's going to be right down the middle, but not enough juice on that one. So the score stays at 0 for both of these teams. That thing was about a yard or two shy, it feels like. I feel like that's one of the few times I've seen a kick that's within 60 that just didn't have enough air, it just didn't have enough power into it. Let's go. All right, now the Packers offense just needs to get going here. All right, starting out a little slow. First 2 drives. 1 punt, 1 fumble. Not how you want to be against one of the best teams in the NFL. Wow, I thought the ball was so much further, and I thought it would be going between perfectly. Oh, absolutely. I was thinking too. I was like, oh, it's straight enough, and I was like, in my head, like 57 yards, like it's up there. Don't get me wrong. Not every single kicker in the NFL is going to be able to make that consistently, even when I'm talking about distance. But usually, like if it's straight enough, it's probably going to just squeak by. But that one, it was straight enough, but just not enough power on that one. Yeah, and in my head too, it was like, oh, they're in the dome, perfect conditions. Wind should not be a factor at all. But hey, man, Packers defense doing just enough on that one. I think if they gave up an extra couple yards, like 2 or 3 yards, might have been able to be just over the line, over the bar there. But now we got to figure out what this offense and the fact that they missed it too. Packers get the ball at the 47, so they got to take advantage of this great field position. Jordan in the pistol, handoff to Jacobs, breaks a tackle at around the 50 and will fall forward to the 47 of Minnesota. All right, we got 2nd and 4. Jordan under center, 3 receivers bunched up on that right side. Jacobs with a run, and it's going to be good for about a yard, maybe. No, it's going to be about a yard. So 3rd and 3 coming up for the Packers. All right, 3 receivers on the left side. Jordan in the shotgun, tight end to the right. It's going to be another run. Jacobs gets the handoff and punches it past the 40 down to about the 38, and that's a first down for the Packers. All right, ball just past the 39. Jordan under center, single back in the backfield. Bo Melton in motion, setting up a screen to the tight end. Kraft, he's to the 30, 25, keeps his feet, and is going to be down all the way to the 21. Let's go. Gain of 18 for the young man out of South Dakota. No, North Dakota State. My goodness. And there's actually going to be a penalty on the Vikings as well. Low block. That's on, is that Harrison Smith? Yeah, Harrison Smith, man, the former all-pro safety. Oh, dude, that was right. It was South Dakota State. Dang it. Quick throw to the left. Gets it out to Bo Melton. And with the penalty, they were actually just inside the 11. And with that catch, Bo is going to get it right at the 10-yard line. Two receivers to the right, handoff to Jacobs, and he's going to fight his way for an extra 2 yards down to the 8. So 3rd and 7 coming up for the Packers. So technically the Packers can get a first down if they get it just inside the 1. Jordan in the shotgun, 3 receivers bunched up on the right side. Brooks in the backfield to his left. He's got a little bit of time. He's going to find Ben Sims, and he's going to be taken down right at the 4-yard line. Sorry, that's not Sims. That is Musgrave. My apologies. Forgot we do have Musgrave back. And I think the Packers are going to be content with a field goal here. Yeah. LaFleur not happy with it, but hey, get some points. Your defense was able to, you got great field position when they missed that kick. Hey, they couldn't get their 3, get your 3. Kick is up, and McManus right where it needed to be. Packers open up the scoring here with the field goal with 1:47 in the first. 3-0 Green Bay. Also, let me see here. What do you guys think? Should I keep the scores black or should I go white? Just trying to see what is easier for you guys or for everybody to see. Or I should say what's better. Obviously, if it's a little bit lighter, it's going to be easier to see, but which one is better? White? All right. So I was thinking, I was like, man, it's really tough for me to barely see those numbers, but there we go. We'll keep it at that. We'll keep it at that. There we go. Yes, they were black before. And Minnesota's going to take this from the end zone, and they're going to be upended at around the 22. That was Zay Anderson, who took an absolute shot there. He's the one that brought him down. But it looks like he got, whoa. Yeah, a heck of a tackle by Zay Anderson, but yeah, that was a helmet-to-helmet collision there. And it looks like Zane took the worst of it. And he's going to need a little bit of support getting off the field here. He looks like he barely can stay on his feet. Looks a little bit dazed. Yeah, hopefully he's okay, man. Clearly, probably a concussion. May not be back in this game, but hopefully he's okay in a couple days here. And it's going to be a toss to Jones on that left side. And he's going to be brought down at around the 32. Sorry, at the round of 28. And that's another, like Jones, whether it's a toss to the left, toss to the right, toss up the middle, it doesn't matter. Anytime you can get Jones a little bit of like a little bit of like a Barney, I'm not about to say Barney Rubble, like a Fred Flintstone kind of run up, it's always going to be really good for him. 2nd and 5, another handoff to Jones. He's going to cut it just inside and is going to pick up a gain of 7 or 8 and a first down for the Vikings. Yeah, man, it's still not fun to see Jones in that purple. Don't like it. Don't like it. 1st and 10, ball at the 30, nearly the 37. Jordan Addison in motion to the right, single receiver to the left. Another handoff to Jones. This time Green Bay does a better job of blocking him up. Gain of just about 1.5 yards. So 2nd and 9, ball at the 38. It looks like we're gonna go to the end of the first quarter here. Let's go. All right, guys. I will be right back. I gotta make a quick run to the restroom. All right, we are back. Let's go. 2nd and 9, ball at the 38. Flipping the field. Darnold in the shotgun. Tight end in motion. And there's going to be an early flag, and it's going to be a false start. So Minnesota losing 5 yards. They're going to be pushed back to the 33. Second and 14, two receivers stacked up on the left, tight end in motion to the right. Darnold takes the snap. Got a little bit of time, wide open receiver across the 40 down to the 43. And that's going to set up a 3rd and 3 for Minnesota. Officially a 3rd and 4 coming up. Jones is trying to kill us. Come on, buddy. Fans still love you. I know, right? Jefferson in motion to the right. Shotgun. Addison now in motion to the right. 3 guys on that right side. Keyshawn coming in on the blitz. And Addison able to easily catch that one for a big catch and run for a first down. Going to be in Packer territory now. All right, Hawkinson in motion to the right. Single back in the backfield, single receiver to the left. Darnold under center. It's going to be a toss to Jones. And Packers play it perfectly. Edgerrin Cooper bringing Aaron Jones down for a loss of 1, maybe 2. Holy cow, man. Jones looked like he had a bunch of momentum. And then Edgerrin Cooper literally just flies into the backfield and just takes him out. Holy cow. Dude, this kid is dude, he does something different every single week, man. And it's amazing. Holy cow. So we got 2nd and 12. 2 receivers stacked up on the left. Quick throw. Oh, it's going to be a nice big gain. And a 3rd and 1, maybe a 3rd and 2 coming up. Yeah, Keyshawn Nixon there. In on the coverage. I think he was playing the flat. Oh, they're saying that it's a first down. Okay, 1st and 10. Never mind. Ball at the 34. Single receiver to the right, single back in the backfield. Addison in motion. Jones with the carry, and he's going to get about 2, maybe 3 yards on the carry. And deep throw down the end zone, and wide open is Naylor. And that is a touchdown for the Minnesota Vikings. Completely blown coverage. We're going to have to see what happened here, man. That was ugly. Well, I couldn't see exactly what happened. It looked like one of the safeties just let him go. I think he was expecting the safety to the offensive left side of the formation. I think he probably thought he had some help over the top, but not the case. That was an easy touchdown throw. And the Vikings here in the second quarter get the first touchdown of the day, and they have taken the lead 7-3 over the Packers. Oh yeah, on the yeah, they probably shouldn't have gotten that penalty because it was right at the waistline. But I guarantee you, they were gonna probably return the favor at some point here. All right, looks like we are back from commercial break. And this one's going to go out the back of the end zone. So the Packers will get the ball here at the 30. All right, sweet. They're showing the all 22 here. There we go. Yeah. So yeah, it was somewhere either McKinney, number 29, was either supposed to stay back, or Valentine, number 24, was supposed to drift, basically covering anything deep over the top. And a throw over the middle to Jaden Reed, and that's going to be a gain of 6, maybe 7 for the Packers. All right, we got 2nd and 4, ball at the 36, single back in the backfield, Jordan under center, toss to the right. Jacobs fighting his way. He might have gotten the first down there. He was able to almost like skate and surf over one of the Minnesota players. Let's see here. It'll be a 1st and 10. Yeah, Jacobs able to stay off the turf because he basically fell on top of Phillips there. Oh, they changed it to a 3rd and 1 instead. See, even the broadcast lies to me, man. All right, we got 3 receivers on the left. Jordan in the shotgun. Run up the middle with Jacobs. He breaks the tackle to the 50, down to the 47, inside Minnesota territory. Let's go, man. This is one of those drives where I feel like Matt LaFleur is in his bag. He's finding something. He's already got a couple series here. He's figuring out what the defense likes to do, what their weakness is. It's a little chess match, man. Let's keep it going. 2 receivers to the right. Kraft in motion to the left. It's going to be a run. Jacobs breaks a tackle, gets it across the 45 and down to the 42. So we got a 2nd and 5 coming up here. We do have a Minnesota player down on the ground. So Packers offense going to get a little bit of a breather here. All right, we're going to commercial break. All right, man. The Packers looking good on this drive. Just got to keep it going, keeping things on the ground, keeping their offense in rhythm. And I guarantee you, man, they keep on doing this, that play action. It's going to start opening up. Jordan just needs to be able to put that ball right on those guys. He's got to just trust his footwork. Last couple throws, man, that footwork, especially those deep ones where they missed to Wicks and who else? Romeo, basically running on the left side there. He just needs to trust his footwork, plant his foot, and just drive that ball down the field, man. Oh man, low block there by Kraft. Hopefully the Vikings player is all right. So we got 2nd and 5, ball at the 43. Play action, Jer hit as he threw, and not Dontavia Wicks, Reed, unable to haul that one in, hits him right in the chest. Coverage was very tight. But there is a flag on the field, though. And I think this is going to be on Minnesota. It might be pass interference. Oh, yeah, a whole lot of contact. So, brand new set of downs. 1st and 10 for the Packers. And they get the ball right at the 31 of Minnesota. Two backs in the backfield, tight end in motion to the right. Romeo alone to the left. And Jacobs able to fight his way down to the 25. A nice gain of 6. All right, 2nd and 4. Two receivers stacked up on the right. Wicks alone to the left. It's going to be another handoff. Jacobs unable to get anything going there. Back to the line of scrimmage. So 3rd and 4 coming up. All right, quick snap here. Packers getting it underneath. Romeo picking up maybe 2 yards of the 4 that they needed. And that was on Murphy, number 7, who actually got the pass interference call, making a great tackle on Romeo, who was running basically across the field from the right to the left. And the Packers are going for it here, 4th and 2. 4 receivers set, tight end in the slot to the right, single receiver to the left. If I'm the Packers, I just snap it, man. What do you got to lose? You already made the playoffs. There you go. Snap the ball. Looking. Incomplete. Jaden Reed unable to haul that one in. Full contact the entire time. Good call, refs. Hope the Vikings player is okay from the low. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. But man, dude, that one was it was a solid throw. Probably had a little bit too much juice on that throw. Could have used a little bit more touch, but honestly, Reed needs to catch that one. I mean, it was right at his chest. Yeah, and that's one thing these young guys, these young guys, man, the receivers just need to be more consistent with their hands. And granted, again, like I said, Jordan needs to be a little bit more consistent with his footwork, help out the accuracy. Also, maybe putting a little bit more touch on those throws. But even Aaron Rodgers had that issue early in his career. His like first 3 years. I remember there was an interview with Donald Driver. I think it was in his first or second year with Rodgers. And he asked, like they were talking about like the comparison to Rodgers and Favre, and then what was one thing that, they asked Driver, what was one thing that Aaron could, improve upon? And one of them was Driver said, he's like, his touch. He's like, he's got a great, he can throw the ball great power, great drive, can throw it anywhere on the field, can make every throw. But there are times where he needs to work on putting a little bit more touch on the ball instead of and not so much power. And it just makes it easier for the receivers to catch. Like when you're trying to catch something that's going anywhere between 50 to 70 miles an hour potentially, when it's like 5 yards, 5 yards away from you, that is so dang tough. But if you can take a little bit off of it, just give it a little bit of touch, especially when it's not doesn't have to be a tight window. It just makes it so much easier for those receivers to catch. But yeah, but once again, that's a catch that Reed should pick up right there. It's gonna be a run, and Packers doing a great job of rallying to the line and bringing down Cam Akers for a very minimal gain. Might be just back into the line of scrimmage. So we got 2nd and 9, ball back at the 25 here. Jefferson in motion to the left, 1-on-1. Quick throw. Nope. Finding Hawkinson underneath. He's going to get the first down and a gain of about 13 from the tight end out of Iowa. And Hawkinson working on the rookie linebacker, Edgerrin Cooper there. Cooper's initial instincts was to go with him. Probably should have done that, but 1st and 10, ball at the 37. Deep throw over the middle and incomplete. And that's going to be a penalty on Keyshawn Nixon. Yeah. Yep. Working on Jefferson there, and I don't know, that was not a catchable ball, I believe. Ooh. Yeah, big penalty on Keyshawn. Whoa. We got 1st and 10. 3 receivers to the left. Fakes the handoff. Finally gets it to Jefferson there. And he's going to be good for about 5, maybe 6. And I think that is Jefferson's first catch of the day. And we are nearing 5:30 in the second quarter. We got 2nd and 4. Single receiver to the left. Single back in the backfield. Darnold under center. Handoff, and Edgerrin Cooper bringing down number 27 there in the backfield for a loss of 1, maybe 2. All right, we got 3rd and 6, ball at the 42. Jefferson in motion to the right. Darnold in the shotgun. Clock is winding down. Takes the snap. Looking, he's got time over the middle, and he finds a man, and that is Naylor, who is having himself a heck of a game against this Packers secondary. I don't know how that's not holding against Rashawn Gary on the right side there. Toss to the right. And Cam Akers breaks a tackle. He is inside the 15, down around the 10. First and goal right at the 10-yard line. Darnold in the shotgun. 2 backs in the backfield with him. Jefferson one-on-one on the right side. He's going to find an incomplete, trying to get it to Cam Akers. On like a little swing route concept there. We got 2nd and goal, ball at the 10. 2 receivers to the left, single receiver to the right. Packers playing very soft coverage. Gonna cut it up the middle, and Addison Packers ready for that one. That was a nice little. Could have been a big play if he would have been able to get something over the middle. All right, 3rd and goal, ball at the 7. Addison in motion to the left. 3 receivers on that left side now. Darnold in the shotgun. Looking, pressured. He's going to throw it and out of bounds. Trying to get it to Jefferson on the back of the corner, back corner of the end zone there. And Minnesota's going to have to settle for a field goal attempt here on 4th and goal. So Richard is coming in. He missed one from 57. This one is right down the middle. And the Vikings take a 7-point lead late in the second quarter here. 2:19. Packers have all 3 timeouts. They're going to want to take their time. They do not want to give Minnesota another opportunity to tack on a few more points before the half, especially because they get the ball to start the second half. All right, so let's look at the numbers here before the Packers start what could be their final drive in the first half. Jordan, 7 of 11, 45 yards, no touchdowns, no picks, and also not sacked at all in this game. Jacobs, 12 for 53, averaging nearly 5 yards a carry. Tucker Kraft, 1 for 18. Dontavian Wicks, 2 for 14. Otherwise, everybody else has a single catch and 6 yards or less. Darnold, 13 of 18, buck 32, 1 touchdown, no picks, no sacks. Aaron Jones, 8 for 30, and Cam Akers, 3 for 15. Naylor, 4 catches, 59 yards. All right, Jordan in the shotgun, the ball at the 30. 3 receivers to the left. Reed, orbit motion, going to the left again. And it's going to be a handoff to Jacobs. Going to get it down to the 33, gain of 3. And that'll take us to the 2-minute warning here in Minnesota with the Packers trailing 3-10. All right, we're back. So 2nd and 7, ball at the 33. Jordan in the shotgun, 3 receivers to the left. Similar play here, orbit motion. I think LaFleur's trying to set something up here. Jordan going to run for it, stays on his feet, and gets near the first down marker. I think he's going to be about half a yard short. All right, 2 receivers to the left, hand off to Jacobs. Quick and easy. First down across the 45 down to the 46. And unfortunately, there's going to be a flag on the Packers. I think this is going to be coming back. False start. That's going to be on Dontavian Wicks, it looks like. Oh, no. Sorry, they showed Dontavian Wicks on the camera there, but I think it was on the offensive line. So 3rd and 5, ball back at the 35. Need to get to the 40. Throwing it deep down the field. I don't like this. What are we doing? Why? It's like all of a sudden Aaron Rodgers came back and he's just chucking balls down the field on 3rd and 5. All right, well, the clock is stopped here at 1:26. Oh, it's a fumble. Oh, man. They recover it, but it's going to be a great job by the punt coverage team to bring him down right away. I still don't feel good about this because, I mean, this is the NFL now. Nowadays, you can get down the field in a hurry, especially they only need to get a field goal. So, To be honest with you, I would have preferred just a run with Jacobs. See if he can get you 5 yards. Worst comes to worst, he doesn't, and the clock keeps on rolling. Or Minnesota uses at least one of their timeouts before you punt it away. 2 receivers to the left. Darnold in the shotgun. Throw over the middle, wide open is T.J. Hawkinson down to the 44, and the Vikings are going to probably use a timeout here, or they're going to just keep it going. Actually, I forgot they have plenty of time. And that's exactly what I was saying. So even though they were inside their own 15, something like explosive like that play, they literally need like 20 yards to get in the field goal range now. 1st and 10, quick throw. Jefferson catches it right at around the 50, maybe the 49 of Green Bay. Minnesota still not using any of their timeouts here. 34, 33, 32, 31 seconds. Gonna keep it going. Okay. They're using a lot of time here. 25 seconds, 24. Snap. Darnold looking, finding somebody underneath T.J. Hawkinson who gets tackled after a gain of 1. And the clock is stopped. 19 seconds. What was going on there, dude? Minnesota completely botched that one, dude. There's at least, and I mean at least 15 seconds that was potentially wasted if you would have used a timeout. Yeah, because when that play was, by the time they were getting lined up, it was like 35, 34 seconds. And they didn't snap the ball until, man. All right, ball at the 44, 19 seconds left, 1st and 10. Darnold takes the snap. Pressure is not getting there. It does get there. Carl Brooks, I believe, is the one that sacks him back at around the 50-yard line. And Minnesota's going to have to use a timeout here. Their second. Brooks, man, fighting two blocks to be able to get to Darnold there on the sack. It just looked like there was no surge anywhere, but man, Brooks just kept fighting, man, kept those arms active, getting those guys off of him and picking up a huge sack here back at the 49. So they gotta protect the middle here. You didn't want to give up anything big, and they don't. So that was a gain of probably about 12 yards by TJ Hawkinson underneath. So this makes it a more manageable kick for sure. It's still going to be probably around 54, 55 yards. Thankfully, Hawkinson bobbled that pass a little bit here, so wasn't able to just turn upfield. And they use their final timeout here to stop the clock at 4 seconds. In this one, Richard, he missed one from 57 that wasn't. Oh, okay, there's a timeout here by Green Bay. But yeah, his first kick was from 50. Was attempted from 57. Not enough power. This one is now from 55. Kick is up. And I don't think it's going to be good enough. It will not. It stays wide right. Oh, there's a flag. And it looks like it's going to be on Green Bay. Oh, boy. I don't see that at all. What was So I'm gonna they need to change the camera angle. So unfortunately, this kick is good. It's 50-yarder. So Matt LaFleur tried to call a second consecutive timeout, so which you can't do. So that's going to be another penalty. Okay, so what's going on here? So they gave Matt LaFleur the timeout, which I don't think that's correct, but maybe I don't know. But it's going to be another attempt, and this one is still going to be good. And Minnesota goes up by 10 here, 13-3. So I'm going to need to see the initial penalty that made it a 50-yarder instead of a 55-yarder. Yeah, Matt LaFleur looks like me when I'm losing in Madden right now. I'm like, every little thing, I was like, how does that work? How is that possible? So, a rough first half for this Packers team. I think the defense has played well. I don't think they played perfectly. I think they had one really bad play that obviously that resulted in a touchdown. But otherwise, outside of that blown coverage, they've done a pretty darn good job against one of the best um, offenses in the NFL. And I think the biggest thing is whether it's the play of the offensive players, their lack of execution. I think that's definitely part of it. I think the play calling, again, it's kind of a general thing. I think it hasn't been Matt LaFleur's best, especially not necessarily the runs. I think the runs have been actually very good. I think they've almost all of them have been effective. Even the ones where you're only getting a yard or two, though you need those to kind of keep in rhythm, and also that you've gotten so close to breaking them off anyway. But the passing, it just seems so out of rhythm, out of touch. The receivers are not catching anything. I think there's 2 or 3 drops. Jordan has missed at least 2 or 3 throws that he should be making. I think I mentioned them. There was the ones to Wicks and Romeo in the first quarter down to the left. I'm trying to think here. The offensive line has been good. No sacks. I think for the most part they've held up against one of the best front sevens in the NFL. I mean, this front seven is aggressive, man. They are super, super aggressive. And the fact that you've been able to keep your quarterback upright for basically the entire game without a sack, I think he's been hit maybe once or twice, if that. I think it's really solid. But the passing game just needs to get going. You can't play like this in the playoffs. You just simply can't. You can't score 3 points and a half and expect to make it to the Super Bowl or win a Super Bowl. Doesn't matter if you're going up against Detroit, Minnesota, Tampa Bay, Atlanta. It doesn't matter. You got to score more. You have to score more than 3 points. Simple. All right, looking at some highlights here. But, all right, Miami on top 6-3 over the Cleveland Browns. About little bit midway through the game here. But I'm trying to think here. So what can the Packers do? Let's look at some of the stats here for the first half. So Jordan, 7 of 12, 45 yards. Like I said, passing game has just been awful. Running game looking a lot better. Jacobs, 13 for 61, averaging nearly 5 yards per carry, 4.7. You can win with that easily. Jordan, 1 run for 6 yards. Packers are averaging a solid 4.8 yards, 67 yards in the first half, on pace for nearly 140. But once again, it's those 45 yards in the passing game. Look at Minnesota, 17 of 22. They've probably thrown the ball a little bit more than they should. But a buck 84, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. Darnold has been sacked once. And right now, Minnesota just 11 carries for 45 yards, just a little over 4 yards per carry. And we haven't seen Jones a whole lot. I don't know if he's hurt or what's going on here. Let me see here. Any updates on Jones? Nothing thus far, so we're going to move on. And then when you look at the defenses, obviously Packers have fumbled the ball, 1 turnover, not killer by any means. Packers have 3 tackles for a loss, 1 pass breakup. Minnesota does not have a single pass breakup or a single tackle for a loss. So once again, Packers defense doing their part, playing very well. Packers offense, right now it's just Jacobs kind of carrying the load. Jordan Love, these receivers have been inconsistent throughout the year. Like you can, if you look at the games, sometimes they play really well, and then there are times where they just nothing's happening. You know, Romeo Doubs, 1 catch for 2 yards. Bo Melton, 1 for 1. Luke Musgrave, 1 for 4. Jaden Reed, 1 for 6. Like right there, Romeo Doubs, Luke Musgrave, and Jaden Reed. Jaden Reed and Bo Melton are 2 of your top 3 receivers in this game. They might be your top 2 with Watson out. Luke Musgrave, 2nd round pick, backup tight end at this point. And then Bo Melton, your 5th, 4th receiver. But right now, those guys combined have just 4 catches for 13 yards. To put that into perspective, they have, if you combine Aaron Jones and the backup tight end for the Vikings, they have as many yards, but in 2 less catches. It's just you gotta be able to produce more than that. Dontavian Wicks, 2 for 14. Your leading receiver is your number 1 tight end, and even he only has 1 catch for 18 yards. And that was a screen. So it just has to be better. Has to be significantly better. Thankfully for the defense, you're only down by 10. But the last thing you want is Minnesota being able to score a touchdown on the opening drive, and all of a sudden now it's 3-20. So Packers running game is fine, defense is fine. They might need to cause a couple more sacks, maybe a turnover, but regardless, the Packers passing game needs to be better. Receivers need to be better. Jordan needs to be better, and Matt LaFleur needs to play call a better game. At this point, clearly the stuff down the field is now working. You got to find different ways to get these guys open, and he's tried. I get it. He's seen some sluggo routes. He's seen some slant routes. Jaden Reed obviously dropping a slant route on 4th down that took away some points. So, yeah, just gotta get back into the game, get the passing game going, and I think things will be a little bit better in the second half. Hopefully, Minnesota. They're passing the game. Their passing game phenomenal. Their running game could be better. But you're going up against one of the best run defenses in the NFL in Green Bay. But they're doing enough. Aaron Jones, Cam Akers, they're doing enough to be able to break out. Jones averaging nearly 4 yards a carry. He's had a couple tackles for a loss, which are not helping that average. And then Cam Akers. His best run was 16 yards. Otherwise, he has 2 other carries for a -1. So they probably need to get better, especially with the lead now. Need to get going in the running game to try to salt away some of this game, to make sure Jordan Love and those receivers stay on the sidelines, can't get into rhythm. And Sam Darnold just needs to continue to throw the ball down the field. The middle of the field, stuff down deep down the field has been open for them. But yeah, man. That's what Minnesota needs to probably do in the second half to be able to just pull away, continue to try to run the ball, get better at that, and then just challenge this secondary that is still very much short-handed without Jair out there. And I think even Evan Williams, the rookie out of Oregon, he's also out for this game as well. All right, we are back here for the second half. Packers about to kick this one off to Minnesota. Defense needs to create some turnovers, make a big play, make a big splash play to kind of help this offense here to start the second half. All right, 1st and 10, ball to 30, single back in the backfield, single receiver to the right. It's going to be a toss up the middle with Jones, and Is that TJ Slayton, number 93, the big man, able to bring Jones down before he can get anything going. Gain of maybe 2, probably 1, hopefully. All right, we got 2nd and 8 here coming up. All right, 3 receivers on that left side. Takes a snap. Darnold looking over the middle, finds Jefferson for a gain of about 5. 3rd and 3 coming up. All right, we got 3rd and 3. Packers defense, man, with an opportunity here to get off the field quickly. Quick snap. Darnold looking down the field. Finds a wide open Aaron Jones running a nice little shallow route across the field. And that's just going to be just enough for the first down. Yeah, Jones, man, splitting out wide on that right side. First and 10, ball at the 41. Darnold under center, play action, looking, escaping the pressure, and the ball will be batted down, trying to get it to Jones again. And that was the big man out of Ball State, Carl Brooks, getting that big paw up there to knock that one away. He also has a sack in this game as well. So far, the only sack in this game. Second and 10, 2 receivers to the right. Quick throw, gets it out to Jordan Addison, and he's going to be taken down after a gain of 2, and that is by the rookie safety out of Georgia, Javon Bullard. Let's freaking go, man. Good to see Javon back healthy as well. He's missed a couple of weeks. Especially with Evan Williams out. Definitely needed Javon. And he's looking good, man. Good tackle. Not an easy one to make. So Minnesota 4 for 7 on 3rd down today. 3rd and 7 coming up. 2 receivers to the left. Single receiver to the right. Darnold in the shotgun. He's going to have somebody over the middle, I believe. Yep. And that is Naylor, who is just absolutely carving up this Packers secondary. I think before that catch, he had 68 yards. This one is probably going to get him a lot closer to 90 plus, probably. That was a gain of 13, so that'll put him at 81 on the day. 1st and 10, ball at the 35. 2 receivers stacked up on the right. Darnold in the shotgun, running back to his left. And that's going to be a false start on Minnesota, so moving back to the 40, 1st and 15. Actually, delay a game, my apologies. All right, 2 receivers to the right. Darnold in the shotgun, similar formation to the previous play. Finds a wide open Jefferson, running a nice little 5-yard out route It's going to be good for about 6, I believe. Quick throw. Oh, Keyshawn nearly making the play on the ball. It's going to be a first down to Jefferson down at around the 19. Dude, I feel like they just gave Jefferson like an extra yard on that one. I thought he was going to be out at the 20. They put it nearly to the freaking 18. Jesus. "12 runs, 30 passes for Minnesota in this game. Single back in the backfield, 2 receivers to the right. Under center, play action, and Darnold has plenty of time, finds Jordan Addison down the right sideline for a touchdown. Nope. Oh, yep. Okay. I was wondering why there was like a little bit of a delay. I was like, did he drop it? Nope. And Minnesota, man, stretching that lead even further. Extra point would make it a 17-point game and a 3-possession game. The receiver out of USC getting that touchdown, working on the rookie out of Georgia, Javon Bullard. Nice little stop, and then just turned upfield. Turned that hitch route into basically almost like a fade route to the right sideline. And Minnesota, man, 9:44 left in the third, and they take a 20-3 lead over the struggling Green Bay Packers. Oh, man. Oh, man. All right, man. Time for the Packers to they took the first half off, all right? It's all right. We're only down by 17. This team is more than capable of scoring 17, not only in a single quarter. They can, they for sure can do that in a half. But they got to get going. They got to get that passing game going too. So the play action, once again, Addison on the right side there, stopped at around the 13, almost like a hitch route, and then took a beat and then just turned upfield like a fade route to the right side. And it's going to be a penalty on Minnesota. They did not get the kick into the landing zone. So I think Green Bay will get this ball at the 40. So all right. Jordan under center, single back in the backfield. Romeo alone to the left, gets the quick pass, puts his head down, and gets about 5 yards on the catch. Exactly what you want to see, man. These receivers, man, they gotta get going. Jordan needs to play a little bit better as well. It's not all on the receivers at this point. There is going to be a flag. Too many men, 12 players in the offensive huddle. So the 5 yards that they just picked up, unfortunately, they're going to lose. So it'll be 2nd and 11, actually. They only picked up 4 on the first play. Another run. Jacobs trying to find some space. He's going to pick up 2. So it'll be about 3rd and 9 coming up for the Packers. And it is exactly the situation Flores loves to be in, man. He plays palms, basically safety, corners, cover. Basically, that one side of the field makes it very difficult for quarterbacks to find anything open. And then pressure. There it is. Jordan running, throwing it over the middle. And it's going to be incomplete. Trying to get it to Reed. And Murphy, man, he has been all over the field. Outside of that one pass interference call, he has been pretty dang phenomenal. It's another one that Reed, while making the tough catch, should have been able to haul that one in. Punt is away. Oh, jeez. Daniel Whalen is now he's struggling. Not a deep punt, and it ends up going up the field, giving Minnesota an extra 5 or 6 yards there as well. All right, man. 7:55 left in the third. When we come back, Minnesota's going to have an opportunity here to possibly put this game out of reach. But that Packers defense, man, has been solid for most of the game. That opening drive was probably their worst defensive performance, at least in terms of, once again, like I said, the previous touchdown, blown coverage. Don't want it to happen, but it will. Every once in a while, every defense, no matter what, is going to have a blown coverage throughout the year, maybe multiple. But man, dude, that drive, especially when they just keep driving down the field, that's more demoralizing than a blown coverage. All right, Darnold under center, single back in the backfield. Jefferson alone to the right. And Cam Akers getting the toss on the left. It's going to be taken down for a loss by McDuffie, initially hit by Edgerrin Cooper there. Got second and 11. Two receivers stacked up on the right. Jefferson in motion to the left. Darnold hit as he throws, and he's picked off. He's picked off. Carrington Ballantyne to the 30, 25, 20. He cuts it inside. He fumbles the ball. Oh, my God. It's picked up by the Packers. Holy. Oh, my God. Why? Oh. Whew. Oh, God. Why are they doing this to me? I believe that's Carrington Ballantyne picking that thing off right around the 50, able to return it to the nearly to the 15 before he got that ball punched out. But luckily, I think that was Carl Brooks, number 94, able to fall on top of it around the 17 or 16. Holy cow, man. All right, there we go. Defense did its job, got a big turnover, and now is giving the ball right where the Packers need it to get started here. Jordan in the shotgun, handoff to Jacobs, and he's going to be good for about 4. All right, we got second and 7, empty set for the Packers. Jaden Reed in motion to the left. Jordan looking, immediately throws it to Romeo, who stumbles backwards for a gain of about 8 or 9, actually. And that's going to be a first down inside the 5, down to the 4. Actually, I think he picked up around 9 yards because they were at their 13. So now that, 9. So first and goal, ball at the 4. All right, Jordan changing a few things here. 6 seconds, 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, 3 receivers on the left side. Handoff to Jacobs, and he's going to fight his way down to about the 2. So second and goal at the 2. All right, Jordan under center, single back in the backfield, 2 receivers to the left. Another handoff, Jacobs finding his way into the end zone, and that is a touchdown for the Green Bay Packers. First touchdown of the game. Could not have come at a better time. .507 left in the third. Plenty of time for a comeback here. And that is Jacobs' 15th total touchdown this season. Already, previously, before that, he already had the most for a Green Bay Packer player in his first season with the Packers. Just tacks on even more. Great job by Carrington Ballantyne. Terrible job by Carrington Ballantyne for not tucking that thing high and tight. Great job by Carl Brooks falling on it, and then Love in this offense, finally getting something going, getting the touchdown, and also the extra point, and they have cut this lead to just 10. Let's freaking go, man. Let's freaking go. Oh, the lights. I do, we only do those for the primetime games, but I actually do have to. I should probably do that. I should probably do that. Give me 1 second. Now you know what I have to do to get those lights looking like they do. Got a peek behind the curtain here at I'm Not a Coach. It's glamorous, I tell you. It's glamorous. All right. Minnesota downs this one in the end zone, so they'll get the ball at the 30 here. So 5:07 here. Darnold under center, single back in the backfield. Jefferson alone to the left. It's going to be a run by Jones, and he's going to be good for about 4. Second and 6. Pressure. Getting it out to Jones, and he's going to get the first down. Javon Bullard barely able to bring down Jones, but not until the former Packer picks up a first down. All right, we got 1st and 10. 2 receivers to the left. Darnold in the shotgun. Quick throw to Jefferson. He's got some blockers, and he's going to be good for about 6 yards. And Jones over the middle, wide open. And that's going to be a first down for the Vikings. Again, there is a flag on the field. Please let it be on Minnesota. I think it's going to be on the Packers, though. Yep. Illegal use of hands to the face. They'll be declined unless it's a personal foul, which I don't believe it is. So it's going to be a first down for the Vikings. All right, single back in the backfield. Jefferson in motion. Two receivers on that right side. Tight end in motion. Play action. Darnold, plenty of time, and it's going to catch it. Jordan Addison, just an incredible contested catch. Seastrom, howdy, sir. How you doing? Good to see you again, my dude. I mean, the coverage wasn't that bad, man, but Jordan Addison, just a big body receiver, man, able to use his body to shield that ball away from Keyshawn Nixon. Ball at the 20, 1st and 10 for Minnesota. Packers defense just needs to keep this team off the field. And Aaron Jones finally tackled inside the 10, down to the 7, and that's a first down for the Minnesota Vikings. Jones nearly broke that one off for a touchdown. That would have been his first against his former team. Pretty bad tackle attempt there by Carrington Valentine. Bad leverage. Great cut by Jones. So 1st and goal, ball at the 7. Single receivers on each side. 2 tight ends set. Toss to the right. And Jones taken down by Edgerrin Cooper around the 9-yard line. Loss of 2. Dude, this kid's a freaking amazing, man. He has been... I keep on singing his praises. I feel like I'm probably doing it too much, man, but... Like, you, as a Packer fan, you can talk to a lot of Packer fans. Ever since the Super Bowl, man, the amount of times our linebackers, especially, even when we had A.J. Hawk, even when we had Desmond Bishop, all these other guys, they're good, they're solid. But, man, dude, the amount of times I would expect them to just miss a tackle, and it happens every time. This kid is just phenomenal. So 2nd and goal, ball at the 9. It's going to be a screen to Cam Akers, and he breaks a tackle. Touchdown. Vikings remake that 17-point lead. And that's the complimentary football that so many players, so many pundits talk about. When the offense finally scores a touchdown, the defense needs to hold up their end of the bargain, and they did not. And of course, I think Edgerrin Cooper missed the tackle on Akers on that one. Oh, man. Extra point is good, and Minnesota now with a 27 to 10 lead over the Packers here with just 51 seconds left in the 3rd. All right, man. Packers offense. Let's go. Score a touchdown. Keep putting pressure. All right, Jordan 9 for 15, 59 yards, no touchdowns, no picks. Josh Jacobs 17 for 69, one touchdown. So once again, gotta get something going here. Offense needs to. They can't rely on the defense to be able to intercept the ball and get it inside the 20 every time. Browns have a shot to do the funniest thing right now, which is to make the Dolphins lose. Oh yeah, what's the score of that game? So Miami 13-3 over Cleveland. If the Bengals lose, the Broncos can lose what 4 straight games and still get in. Yes, that is correct. So yeah, if Cleveland can knock off the Miami Dolphins and the Bengals lose, technically the Broncos don't need to win. They just need the other teams to lose. Let me see here. Would it be 4 straight losses for the Broncos? Because I know they've lost at least two times here. No, they even if they lost, they already lost against the Bengals. If they lose next week, they would drop to 9-8, but that would be a 3-game losing streak. And the kick is away, and it'll be downed in the end zone. Packers get the ball at the 30. Yeah, because at one point the Broncos were 5-5. Then they went on a 4-game winning streak. They beat the Falcons, the Raiders, the Browns, the Colts to be 9-5. But since then they've lost to the Chargers and the Bengals to go 9-7. All right, Jordan in the shotgun, fakes the handoff to Reed. It's going to be Wilson on the carry. He's good for 6, down to the 30. Actually, down to the 36. Second and 4, 2 receivers to the left. Jordan looking down the field, quick throw, and Romeo Doubs had it in his hands, but hit the turf, trying to dive for that one, unable to haul it in. So 3rd and 4 coming up. Oh, those people are. Sorry, I was watching some fans have a conversation, and you know how you can tell when somebody's like really, really, in the sauce a little too much on the sidelines? And I was like, ooh. So 3rd and 4. 3 receivers on the left. Wicks in motion to the left. Jordan takes the snap, shotgun, quick throw, gets it to Romeo Doubs, and that is a 1st down for the Packers. So 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second, and that is going to be the end of the 3rd quarter. All right. When we come back, the Packers are going to try and make a 4th quarter comeback here, down 17. So Sam Darnold, man, he has thrown the ball 36 times. He's gone over 300 yards through the air and 3 touchdowns. And Green Bay's done a pretty good job on defense, at least stopping the run. But, man, they have been just giving up massive, massive chunks through the air. And Jefferson has had a really nice second half here. I think coming into the third quarter, he had it's either 2 or 3 catches for 18 yards. He has 69 yards now. Nice. So, pretty decent third quarter there for Jefferson. Oh, sorry. No, that was Jordan Addison. My goodness. Jefferson, 46 yards. Still, a lot better than what he had coming into that quarter. Yeah, Minnesota has 5 players that have at least 4 catches for 30 yards or more. Yeah, you're not going to be able to win many games giving up those kinds of yardage, especially when your offense is struggling to move the ball down the field. All right, we are back. 1st and 10 for the Packers. Ball at the 41. Single receiver to the left. Read in motion. Handoff to Emmanuel Wilson, who breaks a tackle at the goal line. Gain of about 2, maybe 3. Jordan takes the snap over the middle, finds Emmanuel Wilson, who breaks the tackle and is across the 50 down to the 47 of Minnesota. There is a flag on the field. Flag. And there's going to be an illegal formation on number 50 there. And that's Zach Tom there. Second and 13. Jordan trying to find somebody. It'll be incomplete. The pressure was immediate. Great blitz dialed up. Oh, boy. Single receiver to the right. 3 to the left. Tucker Kraft in motion. Jordan in the shotgun. Ball at the 38. And Jordan goes down for the first sack of the game. And the Minnesota Vikings are rolling right now. Absolutely, man. Just an utter collapse. Yeah, the offensive line didn't have its best 2 snaps there. And the punt is going to be down at around the 31. And Minnesota, man, in control of this game. 17-point lead. And now they have the possession of the ball as well. The chance to extend the lead here in the 4th. Yeah, dude, it's I mean, this Packers offensive line has been great all year. I think they've only had one game where they've given up, I think, more than 2 or 3 sacks. Like, they've been really, really solid. Like, Jordan is probably one of the least sacked quarterbacks in the NFL. But when the defense knows that they can just pin their ears back and just go after you, just makes things a lot more difficult. And Brian Flores, man, he has been, I mean, his ability to create pressure from different angles and do some of the stuff that he likes to do, especially in the coverage. It makes it very, very difficult. All right, we are back here. 1st and 10, 2 receivers to the left, toss to the right, and that's not Akers or Jones. That is Chandler. There we go. Chandler able to pick up a gain of about 2, maybe 3. 2nd and 8. Darnold takes the snap, throwing it over the middle. Wide open is Justin Jefferson to the 40, 35, and finally taken down across the 50 down to the 30. My goodness, man. Yeah, dude, this secondary is just getting diced up, man. So 1st and 10, Vikings looking to put the final nail here in this game. Toss to the right. Chandler picking up about 7 on the carry. Nice little toss to the right there. All right, we got 2nd and 3. Ball at the 23, run up the middle, and 1st down. This Packers defense looks very, very tired, man. Gain of 5, 1st down. All right, single receiver to the right, single back in the backfield. Darnold under center. Give me a toss to the left, and the Packers, Rashawn Gary, able to bring him down for a loss of 2, maybe 3. And that was Eric Wilson who initially was able to get in the backfield there. Rashawn able to clean it up. There we got 2nd and 12. Jefferson in motion to the left. And it looks like time is running down on this play. So Minnesota, I think, is going to use a timeout here. First timeout of the second half. Second and 12, ball at the 22. Two receivers stacked up on the right. Quick decision. Hands it off to the running back for him just to get absolutely nailed at the 25. Edgerrin Cooper there in the backfield as well. Sam Darnold, 349 on the day. 30 for 37, 3 touchdowns, 1 pick. 3rd and 16. Shotgun looking, throwing it, and he's nearly intercepted. Nearly intercepted. Ball was way too high for Jefferson. Eric Stokes had an opportunity to pick that one off. Kick is up, and nope. Hits the left upright and doinks off of it. Well, I feel like they owe this one here. All right, man. Packers still have a chance. But they got to score quick. They're down by 3 possessions. They don't have time to dilly-dally. Got to score a touchdown very quickly. Try to get the ball back on defense. Quick 3 and out. Turnover, something. It's gotta be quick, man. We're running low on time. We got 9:18 left in this game. All right, let's look at some team stats here. So, first downs. Green Bay has 9. Minnesota has 24. Green Bay 4 for 10 on third down. Minnesota 5 for 9. So, not significantly better, but still better. I'm right there with you, Delia. They got to do something. Even for just looks, they got to score on this drive. Because the last thing you want to do is just be able to score a garbage touchdown, and it just doesn't feel the same. Minnesota has 31 minutes of possession compared to Green Bay's 19. Quick throw and incomplete. What is going on with Jordan here, man? So 2nd and 10, 2 receivers to the left. Jordan pressured, finding some room, and he's going to get tackled for a loss of 1. Yeah, all the routes were going to the right. Jordan had to run to his left, so there was just no options for him. 3 receivers on that right side. Tucker Kraft in the slot there on that same right side. And Romeo Doubs alone to the left. Jordan in the shotgun. Takes the snap, looking. He's got a little bit of time. Jordan over the middle. And he's got his receiver, Bo Melton, for a huge first down. Bo Melton last year around this time, actually. I think it was actually week 17. Had the first 100-yard game for a receiver for the Packers. 1st and 10. Jordan over the middle, wide open. Tucker Kraft down to the 30, 35, 20, and I think he's going to be inside around the 19, maybe the 18. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Gotta score quick. Ball at the 19, officially 1st and 10. Handoff to Jacobs. He's going to bounce it to the outside. Breaks, stiff arms a tackle inside the 5. Keeps it going, and it's a touchdown for the Packers. Let's go. Sorry if I blew the mic there. Holy cow. Whoa. It's a penalty on the Packers. Ah, sweet mother of Mary. It's a holding penalty on Sean Ryan. Oh my God. Why? Honestly, I feel like I saw that. I just didn't want to believe it. I was like, oh, maybe they won't call it. All right. 1st and 20, ball back at the 29. 3 receivers on the right side. Emmanuel Wilson in motion. Quick throw to him. He's got some blockers to the 25, 20, 15, and going out of bounds at around the 15-yard line. All right, we got 2nd and 6 from the 15. Jordan looking, needs to run. He's going to just have to throw it out of bounds. Nothing there, man. I mean, it's fourth down territory, so you got you got 2 plays here to pick up 6 yards. Got 3 receivers on that left side. Jordan in the shotgun, takes the snap, looking, throws quickly, and finds Romeo Doubs for the first down. Ball at the 9, 1st and goal. .641 on the clock, keeps it rolling. Emmanuel Wilson with the handoff, and he's going to be stonewalled right at the 5-yard line after a gain of 3, maybe 4. Three receivers on the left, another run, and Emmanuel Wilson gets into the end zone for a touchdown. And there we go. Packers cut this lead down to 10 with 6:12 left in the game. And the Packers are going to try to go for 2 here to try to shrink this down to a 9-point deficit. Single receiver to the left. Jordan takes the shot. Taking his time and finds Romeo Doubs on that left side. 2-point conversion is good. And the Packers have made this a single see here. Hold on. Oh, okay, there we go. Sorry, I thought they were calling that it was not a catch. Packers making this a single-digit deficit here with just 9. Hey, I was expecting 7. We got 8. So I will take it. Now the defense just needs to do their part. Quick 3 and out, turnover, something to give this Packers offense at least the ball. They got to get the ball back with plenty of time to get another possession after that. And the kick is away. It's going to be right at the goal line, to the 10, to the 15, to the 21 is where Minnesota's going to get the ball here. I'm envisioning an interception. That's what I'm hoping for. Hoping Darnold tries to throw it to the sidelines, gets undercut, gets picked off. All right, Darnold under center, 2 receivers to the left. Play action. Pressured. Oh, no, almost intercepted. Almost intercepted. Rashawn Gary hitting him. Oh, no, that's not Rashawn. That is Mosby. Oh, wait, hold on. That might be a fumble. It's super close, man. They got to freeze frame this thing. That's a fumble. That is absolutely a fumble. Oh, no, it's going forward. And I mean barely. Dude. I don't think you can't let. I think Matt LaFleur is going to challenge this. I don't think he should. I don't think it's going to be reversed. It's way too close, but to me, I think it's a forward pass. 2nd and 10. Another handoff here. Gonna pick up about 4 yards. Oh, they're giving them 5. Oh, that's. Come on. All right, we got 3rd and 5 coming up here. Ball at the 26. 2 receivers to the right. Jordan Addison in motion. And over the middle, and Jefferson hauls this one in incredibly. That is ridiculous, man. Packers pass rush literally about half a step, just too slow. Jefferson hauling that one in one-handed, and I mean barely. Jefferson, 7 catches, 83 yards. He's had a pretty darn good second half. Shotgun, Jefferson in motion to the left. Packers send 4. He's got time. And it's going to be incomplete. Apparently, I forgot. Forgot to mention that the previous play did not count there because there was a penalty. So that one-handed catch by Jefferson did not count. Ball was overthrown, nearly picked off. Looks like Eric Stokes had a better chance at it than Jordan Addison. So the Packers defense doing their job, getting a quick 3 and out. There's a flag, man. The referees are really starting to throw these flags now. It's going to be a neutral zone infraction on the Packers. It's on Carl Brooks, who has been phenomenal for the Packers today. Got the sack, got the fumble recovery that from Carrington Valentine's return, plus a couple other plays as well. I think he batted the ball down on the ground as well. And Reed, calling for a fair catch, should have just kept running after it because I think he would have gotten the ball at the 40, had some blockers. Worst comes to worst, we get the ball somewhere around the 45. I don't understand why they consistently try to put Jaden Reed back there. Like, I like Reed. I really do. Great player, great receiver. I think he can develop into one of the best slot receivers in the NFL. But he is not a punt. He's not a returner. He's not a punt returner. I know he did it in college, but Keyshawn Nixon is significantly better than him. So we got 3 receivers on that left side. Jordan, shotgun, takes the snap. He's got time. He's going to run, and he's going to get sacked. throw it away, dude. Just throw it away. Come on, man. That's the rookie Dallas Turner there for first round pick for Minnesota this year. Loss of 8, so 2nd and 18. Jordan looking, throwing, and finds Dontavian Wicks for a decent gain. I think it's going to be about 9, maybe 10. Gain of 11, so 3rd and 7 coming up. Yeah, no, and Reed he's had a not a massive penchant, but I think he's fumbled the ball a handful of times, or a few times, I should say, throughout his career. And he finds Romeo Doubs over the middle, down to the 45, and out across the 42, down to the 41. Jordan Love with an absolute dagger of a throw over the middle. Great job by Romeo Doubs. Getting separation, going from the left to the right of the field. Jordan, quick throw, finds Romeo across the 30 down to about the 29. Steps out of bounds, stops the clock at 3:33. Just gotta keep it going, Come on. Even if they score a touchdown, you're still down by, at the very least, 3-2. Gotta get the possession back. Throw down the right sidelines. Nearly hits Romeo Doubs in stride. It literally a quarter of a yard, half a yard, and it's caught. Romeo working on. So that's do. Romeo is on the sidelines there. Might be getting checked out by the medical staff. 3 receivers on the right side. Ball at the 28. Minnesota showing a lot of pressure, but I think they're going to be dropping back. And it's going to be a penalty on Minnesota, man. Neutral zone infraction. No, I don't think there was a whole lot there. No, that should not have been a. I mean, you could have probably called their Grenard on there, maybe, but I don't know. That wasn't a penalty. Packers kind of got a little lucky on that one. So 3rd and 5. Sorry, 2nd and 5. Quick throw. Gets it out to Bo Melton for a gain of nearly 5 yards. We'll see what the spot is here. So 3rd and inches coming up. QB sneak, please. Just QB sneak. Don't try to run the ball. QB sneak. Oh, they're going to be in the shotgun. No. Finds Dontavian Wicks inside the 5 down to the 2-yard line. Let's go. Jordan stepping up and rolling out. Perfect. And it's going to be a run. And Emmanuel Wilson gets absolutely stuffed. He actually loses about a yard, maybe a yard and a half. Clock is running. 2:24. Jordan gets a free play. And right now that is a touchdown. They are calling it a touchdown. That is Heath with a massive catch. Malik Heath with a catch. There's a flag on the field, though. Not sure if it's going to be on the Packers or if they got the Minnesota Vikings with an extra man on the field. See what it is. And right now the penalty is on Minnesota. The touchdown, it looks like it's going to stand. Malik Heath with an incredible sliding, diving catch over the middle of the field. And the Packers are back in this with the extra point. It is now a 2-point game, 25-27. And the Packers are coming back, baby. And we haven't even hit the 2-minute warning yet. Packers have all 3 timeouts, plus the 2-minute warning. Defense has made some big plays. Can they get a turnover? They're putting pressure on this Minnesota offense. And Sam Darnold, man, can the Packers defense make this guy see ghosts one more time? I'm right there with you, Seastrom. Holy cow, man. I'm not going to lie, dude. When Minnesota got the ball back, when it was, 17, sorry, not 17, 10-27, and they were basically within field goal range, I was like, oh boy. I was like, yeah, it's going to be a rough one. But then, holy cow, man. Packers, 15 unanswered points. At one point, they were down 7-20. And since then, they have outscored Minnesota 18-7. Come on, defense. Just need one more stop, man. Just give Jordan the ball, and he's going to do it. Play action. Finds Cam Akers. Or no, that's CJ Ham. Pickup of 13. The clock keeps rolling. Play action right there. Just killed the Packers there. And it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Absolutely. All right. 2-minute warning. 2-minute warning in this wild game. Once again. For the last time these two faced off, it was 28-0. Packers able to make it a game. And they just did the same thing again. But I am hoping that they can rewrite the story. Because before it was, 28-0. Packers made it. By the end of the game, it was a 29-31 loss for the Packers. 2-point game. Right now, we have ourselves another 2-point game where the Packers were able to erase a 3-possession deficit. Okay, defense, I've got my fingers crossed. Let's see what you made. Let's go, man. I'm still envisioning an interception somehow, some way. This defense is going to come up with a big turnover. I feel it. I don't know. Maybe it's just gas. I don't know. Still on a commercial break. We're not missing anything here. So it looks like Miami was able to get a win here, 20-3 over Cleveland. So they are still in the playoff race, but they're going to need a lot of help from a couple teams that are above them there. All right, we are back from commercial break. Aaron Jones on the sidelines. Thank you, Jonesy. See, even Jones didn't have the heart. He's like, no, I don't want to beat my Packers. I'm going to pretend like I'm injured and just be on the sidelines. 1st and 10, ball at the 43. Run by Akers, and Gary brings him down for a loss of nearly 2 yards. Rashawn Gary, man. Let's freaking go. Oh, and Green Bay is going to use a timeout here, obviously. Got 2 left. 2nd and 11. Single back in the backfield. Play action. Rolling out to his right. Get some pressure. And Jefferson with an incredible catch, making it going to be a 3rd and 2 for the Vikings. Dang it. The Vikings kicker, he's a rookie out of Alabama. I think he's like 23, 24. Yeah. Typically, kickers are usually like a year or 2 older than like most NFL players that get drafted, just because they play action. And it's going to be a catch, 1st down. Dang it. It's 1st down. Packers can only stop the clock one more time here, but it's going to be... That's basically going to be all she wrote there. Barring a fumble here. Again, it's not completely over. Still need to probably get a 1st down here, but they're going to be, they're going to be with a... Let me see here, doing the math. No, they're going to be able to, yeah, this game is over. Forgot it was a 1st down. Sorry, my bad. I was like, oh yeah, 2nd down. Nope. So for the 2nd consecutive game against the Minnesota Vikings, the Packers were able to nearly erase a 3+ possession deficit. But unfortunately, they're going to come up 2 points short against their rivals to the west there. 2nd consecutive game where they lose by 2 points after nearly erasing a 3 possession deficit. And one final kneel down, and that is it. Minnesota will improve to 14-2, sweeping the Packers. And then fortunately for the Packers, luckily for the Packers, they didn't lose really anything outside of just a loss. But it would have been very, very nice to be able to hand Minnesota a loss here to kind of sour some of their New Year celebration. But you're definitely going to need to score more than 3 points and a half if you want to beat this team. Same thing like last week. Same thing the last time they played them in Lambeau. They only scored 7 points. You just have to score more points, man. You have to score more points against a team like Minnesota, against like Detroit, Philly. Like, even if they don't score a bunch of points, you need to score at least 2 touchdowns. It gives you a good opportunity. You're in a good spot, regardless of how many points. Even if they score 28 or 35, if you can put up 14, 17 points in the first half, it's just gonna get you better, man. If your defense can play like they did here in the second half, almost, yeah, man, the Packers offense just did not do enough there in the first half to make the second half a little bit easier for them. So tough loss, but they made it interesting. They came back. They didn't just lay down and say, we don't have a lot to gain with a win. But they kept fighting, and heck of a game. 25-27. Final score here. Packers losing only their 5th game of the season. Still have a great opportunity next week against the Chicago Bears to get their 12th victory, to go 12-5. They are in the playoffs. And that would be 12-5. That is 3 more victories than they had a season ago. And it's just one more week where they can get better. So, heck yeah, man. What did you guys think of the game? All right, final numbers: 19 for 30. Jordan Love, $185, 1 touchdown, no picks, sacked 3 times in the second half. Josh Jacobs didn't really do a whole lot in the second half here. I wasn't sure if he was injured or just maybe Matt LaFleur just wanted to change some things up, but finished with 17 for 69, 1 touchdown. Emmanuel Wilson, 6 for 29, 1 touchdown, averaged nearly 5 yards per carry. Romeo, 7 catches, 58 yards, no touchdowns. Tucker Kraft, 2 for 53. Dontavian Wicks, 4 for 43. Bo Melton, 3 for 18, including a massive first down. Jaden Reed, just 1 for 6. Malik Heath, only 1 for 3, but his only one was a touchdown that gave the Packers an opportunity to potentially take the lead late in the game. Yeah, that sounds about right. That's about as good as you can get with a loss. It's okay. Packers able to pick up an interception here. So it's Sam Darnold, 33, 43, 377, 3 touchdowns, 1 pick, sacked only 1 time there at the end of the first half. And then you have Aaron Jones, 12 for 47, Cam Akers, 6 for 18, Ty Chandler, 5 for 7. Packers did a great job against the run. But once again, giving up nearly 400 yards passing, you're gonna have a rough time unless you're putting up some points. Justin Jefferson, 8 for 92, had a massive, massive second half. I think he had less than 20 yards receiving to end the first half. So big second half for him. Jalen Naylor just absolutely killed it for the first 3 quarters. He didn't do a whole lot in the fourth, but most of his work was in the first 3 quarters, and they were huge. 5 for 81, caught the first touchdown of the game on a busted coverage. And then Jordan Addison, 6 for 69, 1 touchdown. And then finally, TJ Hawkinson, 5 for 68. So yeah, just a rough game for the Packers secondary. Definitely not their best performance. I was hoping for more of a game to include the first half along with the second. With a team like this, you need to have stamina in the stage of the season. Absolutely. Yep. The Packers over the last 2 or 3 weeks were doing a lot better. Just, to get really starting out fast. But for the majority of this season, man, they have really struggled to start fast. So I'm hoping this was just an aberration, and hopefully coming into the playoffs, they can play their brand of football, get some points early in the game. Because when you look at the numbers, and then granted, I think that's true for most teams, when this Packers team can play quick in the first half, they're going to win the majority of the time, regardless of how good the other team is. Because I guarantee you, if they would have put up even more, I think against Detroit, they didn't score a single point. If you put up 7, even just 7 points or 10 points, against, Minnesota, Detroit, Philly, if you put up even just 10 points on those teams, I guarantee you this team is not just 11-5. They could easily be 15-1, 14-2. And then we're talking about not just potentially, a little bit higher than the 5th seed or the 6th seed. You're talking about potentially playing for the number 1 seed, getting a bye, home field advantage throughout the playoffs, things like that. So, once again, not going to be disappointed. 11-5. The Packers are in the playoffs. Can get right. They got one more game next week to get right, and then it's going to be a long stretch to the Super Bowl if they want to win it. I will say the Packers don't quit no matter what. They gave it their all, even when they have 11 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Absolutely. We've seen plenty of teams this year, plenty of teams that started out hot in the season or had a nice little, midweek, middle of the season run, like the Bears. When they're down big, I'm not saying that they quit, but they just didn't have enough talent to get back into the game. The Packers, they've been in basically every game that you can think of outside of maybe the first Detroit game. So, yeah, the Packers, they're a talented team. They got to get out of their own way. Penalties were a big thing. Slow starts were a big thing in this game. I think if they would have fixed 1 or 2 of those, if they would have done better, I should say, in one or two of those, I think they would have beaten the Vikings here. But who knows? Either way, it was an entertaining game, heck of a game. I can't wait until next week when hopefully they can manhandle the Chicago Bears and hand them their, 13th? No, sorry. Their 11th consecutive loss. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to get ready for Sunday night. It should be coming up here in the next 30-ish minutes. So I'll see you guys later. Seastrom, I appreciate you, buddy. I'll catch you later. Hopefully you'll pop in for tonight's game. If not, I'll catch you some other time, my friend. Thank you so much. Shout out to Dahlia as well for popping in here throughout the game. Always appreciate you. And hey, don't forget, regardless, win, lose, or draw, go Pack, go. Absolutely, Seastrom. We got to get a big win. Big win next week. Got to. It's got to happen. All right, guys, that is going to be it. Final score 25-27. Minnesota getting a victory over the Green Bay Packers. Packers dropped to 11-5. Minnesota improves to 14-12 and has a decent chance at the number 1 seed as well as the NFC North crown. They just need the Detroit Lions to lose tomorrow, and they'll have a decent chance. But that's going to be it for me. I'll catch you guys in a little bit. My name is Dave, and I'm not a coach.